Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch is by Sarah Scraps, and it's also Sips and Stencils. So I'm going to be using this mandala stencil, and we are sipping Gatorade Zero in the grape flavor. So let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I am using up 2 sheets of cardstock out of my stash, which is super awesome. I have this kind of neon green and also this blue paper, and they are coordinating to the colors that are on this Vicky Bouton pattern paper that I have a partial sheet of. So I'm going to go ahead and trim down this blue cardstock to 11.5 inches square. And I'm going to place that over top of the green one. And I still have my camera crooked. I got to get that figured out. I go ahead and trim down my paper to 11.5 as well. Now, I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to work this. Ultimately, I just decided to place it over top of the blue square. And then I'm going to place my stencil down on top, grab a little bit of washi tape and pop that bad boy down at the top. The only thing this is going to do is help the stencil hold steady. Now, I'm not doing any kind of serious ink blending or anything like that. What I am doing is using my key lime. I believe this is key lime. Brutus Monroe Glitter Glaze. I am using a metal palette knife to place this on. As much as I have really embraced my love of my silicone brushes, for some reason, it's just that metal palette knife that I like to spread out glitter glaze with. Now, this isn't my main glitter glaze palette knife. I actually have 2. One is longer. The knife on it is longer. This one is shorter, and I decided to go with the shorter one because of the size of what I was using, like the size of the stencil. So I am actually on the phone with my husband. I'm FaceTiming him while I am doing this layout. So you're going to see me show him the empty tub of glitter glaze. And he's like, "So you need to get some more." And I'm like, "Yes, I do. Thank you for understanding." So that's me showing him the empty glitter glaze. And then I'm going to just pull off the stencil, and then we get the reveal. I absolutely love stencil reveals, even if it's something as simple as one color of glitter glaze. It just makes my heart happy. So this is a toilet selfie, you guys. Toilet selfies are a thing at Disney, and only at Disney. Now, they started a while ago. I don't remember exactly which trip it started on, but Christopher texted, "Where are you?" And I texted him back a toilet selfie. So it turned into kind of a joke. And, you know, I would randomly send him the toilet selfies. And fun fact, or not so fun fact if you find this disturbing and gross, but whatever. It's our life and we live it the way we want. On our last Disney trip, when Christopher and I went down to Walt Disney World in September of this year, every single time I went to the restroom, I sent him a toilet selfie. Every single time. So it got to the point where I would go to the restroom and he would pull out his phone waiting to respond to it. So anyway, it's just something weird. I showed him that I was scrapbooking a toilet selfie, and he was like, "You could make an entire album of toilet selfies. You should do that." So I'm like, okay, I got a Disney trash can album. We're going to have a toilet selfie album. It's all good, right? I'm like, I could probably laser a nice acrylic toilet, put it on the front of an album, and make things happen. And you guys might be thinking, "Holy Moses, Sandy, you've lost your ever-loving mind." But you know what? If you want to scrapbook, if you want to take pictures of toilets and scrapbook pictures of toilets, do your thing. Like, whatever the heck you want to do, right? So I did cut out that camera out of a Project Life card. I cut out this heart, and it says, "This is my favorite." I cut the heart out of an Ellie Studio pocket card. So I'm using up a good amount of pocket cards on this page too, which makes me happy. And then I decided that I wanted a little bit of differentiation. So I clear embossed the heart. It's not smooth, it is dimpled. If you wanted it to be completely smooth, you could do another layer of embossing on it. And then that magical stuff will go completely smooth. But I'm going for a little bit of texture here. I'm going to pop it up with some fun foam and place it on top of the camera. So even though the camera is red and the heart is orange, the colors kind of meld it together, which is one of the reasons why I wanted that extra texture on the heart. So I'm using the Simple Stories Color Vibe foam letter stickers, and I am spelling out Selfie. Ultimately, I moved these letters over to the left so that it is on the left-hand side, because I don't like the way that it is sitting. So I'm just going to scoot them over. And I am going to be happy with that. So when I did fussy cut out this camera, I did leave some of the other portion of it on there. It gives it a little bit of color, and since those colors are elsewhere on the layout, I thought it was fine. Like I wasn't stressing about it. So I'm going to put that heart down, and now I'm going to pull out these little tile stickers and spell out toilet. Now I did pull out all of the things that I was going to use while I was on the phone with my husband, and I'm still on the phone with my husband. You might actually hear him laughing a little bit in the intro. If there was some laughter, I haven't listened to it. I don't know. But there might have been, and that was me showing him Toilet Selfie. This is when he's telling me I should make a Toilet Selfie album. So I have that down. Now my glitter glaze is still wet. I am going to work right on top of the wet glitter glaze. If you don't want to get glitter glaze all over your fingers and cards and everything else that you place down on your layout, you might want to let it dry. But I was not expecting to be at work as late as I was tonight. I was expecting to come home at normal time, but my boss asked me if I could switch my long day. So we don't have time to wait for glitter glaze to dry, people. My plan was to scrapbook a bunch of layouts and get actually a little bit ahead for once. That's going to have to happen tomorrow, I guess. So, going to fussy cut out some more of these cards. Now, again, these are from Ellie Studio. I am going to tie a little bow with this orange and white baker's twine and dollop it right on the tag here. Now, I know that that tag hole is implied, that there isn't actually a hole there, but you know how I have feelings about naked tag holes. Don't have a problem snapping a photo of myself sitting on a toilet, but dang if I can't have a naked tag hole. So I'm going to place that there. I cut this 4x3 card down, and I'm going to just have the colors peek out on either side, and this is where I'm getting glitter glaze all over myself. It's fine. It's fine. So there's glitter glaze kind of everywhere now, and it's fine, you guys. It's totally fine. The photo is going to go back down. Then I'm going to tuck that under so you don't see a white portion of the card. And then I got to figure out where Toilet Selfie is going to go. So I had originally planned on placing it more in the center of the layout, kind of like it is in the sketch. But with the way I have my stuff already placed on the layout, I felt like it felt better down here in the lower right-hand corner. Now I'm cutting apart a couple more cards and going to add them to the layout. So I trim down and add these little orange stars underneath the camera. And then I think I'm going to put this banner up at the top because I'm like, well, you know, there could be a little bit more excitement up in that upper right hand corner of the page. So I put the banner here. I fussy cut out another banner out of another LE Studio card, and I end up hating it, you guys. It looks weird and out of place. So after I get that fussy cut out and placing it up there, yeah, it doesn't work. Then my husband tells me while I'm fussy cutting that I need a new pair of scissors and asks if those are the Glitter Girl scissors that he got me before. And I'm like, yes, they are, but why do I need a new pair of scissors? And he told me that I just needed one. So I might be getting a new pair of scissors, guys. That might be a little bit exciting. See how funky that looks? That just looks funky. So I'm going to rip that off, and then that is where I'm going to call this layout finished. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble about toilet selfies and, you know, weird things like that. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.